God morgon allesammans och välkomna tillbaka till Irosekai. Idag så ska vi tydligen till stranden, vilket hela det här chapteret heter The Beach. Och dagen till ära så har jag fixat lite piña colada som jag sitter här och sippar på, som är för övrigt alkoholfri, för klockan är 09 på morgonen och jag tänker inte sitta och dricka alkohol då. Så jag dricker alkoholfri piña colada, vi ska till stranden, finally, säger jag. After having left the dorm and walked a little under 30 minutes, we arrive at the beach. Vänta, jaha, ni gick till stranden, okej. Okay. Varför kan ni inte göra det oftare i så fall? It is. She throws her arms in the air and makes a mad dash toward the ocean. And then she was never seen again. Jeez, skrik i mina öron lite mer tack. Bursting with excitement, she frolics about, leaving footprints in the sand. Without even stopping, she turns back and looks at me. Whoa, look where you're going, you're gonna hurt yourself. But I guess there's no use warning you now. She rolls about agonizingly. Alltså jag undrar om man ser mer utav Tsukasa bara för att vi typ har bestämt oss för att köra hennes route. Alltså om det hade varit någon annan person här. Om det inte hade varit så här. För det är väldigt mycket Tsukasa nu på senaste. Susan runs over and lifts her up. This is a port city, so she should be more than used to seeing the ocean. Friends, säkert. She flashes a smile that's almost blindingly pure. What a strange feeling. I like it. Yeah, her purity is a blight upon our sin-filled hearts. Sa du bara precis ditt egna namn? Beter sig som en Pokémon. Kyo tilts her Japanese-style umbrella, which she holds in place of a parasol. Kan jag få se en CG så jag har någon tumnagel till videon? Her gloominess causes her to appear even more stony-faced than usual. Bra fråga. Well, either way, I'm happy you came out of your room to join us, Kyo. What is it? What is it? Let's not do that. It's not beach season, so this is probably what it's like every day. She surveys the area in front of us. Huh? Feeling kinda tug on my sleeve from behind, I turn around. Yeah? But I gaze up at the sky. You know, kinda, there's something I often think. You and I live in entirely different dimensions. Ja, jo, det är ju det som är problemet. Det är han som inte är normal, eller? Shut up. Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're finally able to see things what they are, Amy. That's great. Yeah, shut up. yeah. At the rate you're going, you'll be prime minister by this time next year. Varför är han så himla asshole mot honom? We share a bit of a chuckle. Sorry. After putting down the things I've been carrying, I open up the parasol with a click and stick it under the sand. There we go. The view is great. Plus, we got the best spot on the beach. What more can you ask for? No need to be a buzzkill.
それじゃ私たちは水着に着替えてこようか。
Tsukasa offers a salute.
ダジャリましたです。そういうわけで、ゆうくんにも
Ayumura.
覗くなよ。
I wouldn't
と
dare.
か言いながら、私は別に覗かれてもいいけどね。
She grins maliciously at me.
あれ、まさかその気になったりするの？
Of course not.
ごめんなさい、お兄さん。
Tsukasa looks at me with a frown.
お兄さんにお見せできるほど。
Ja, det blir säkert bra. Look, a girl's worth isn't decided solely, but solely. What on earth am I even saying?
いいから早く着替えていきましょう。こんなことしてたら日が暮れちゃう。
Everybody, me excluded, wanders off to the changing rooms located in a corner of the beach. They're really taking their time. I can't wear my trunks underneath my pants, so all I needed to do to change into my swimwear was take my pants off.
女の子は男の子みたいに簡単にはいかないんだ。
Det är inget som stoppar dem från att ha badkläder under sina kläder heller. Makes me feel a little lucky. 2 timmar senare kommer de tillbaks. I flop down onto the beach towel and peer up at the big blue sky beyond the parasol. I feel tired, was on. I'm so tired. The feeling of the warm sunlight hitting my skin is so pleasant that I begin dozing off.
着替えが終わったみたいだぞ。
Okej. Om de inte kommer tillbaka så kan det här vara en bra tumnagel. Eller alltså om vi inte får se någonting. I rise to my feet.
お待たせ。
All good.
どう？
She strikes an odd pose for me.
似合ってる？
You're asking me that?
そうそう。
I heard appraisingly.
なんだよ。 そんな舐め回すようなやらしい目で見られちゃうと。
First full
お
of
姉さん
gaze,
不
you
覚にも
beast.
ドキドキしちゃうんだけど。
That wasn't my
ひ
intention.
どい。そんなきっぱり否定しなくてもいいのに。
She hangs her head, crestfallen, only to lift it back up and break into a cheeky grin.
さては、ゆうくん。
What truth?
私のことを思ってたより胸が大きいって考えてたな。
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I avert my eyes in a panic. Ugh.
もしかして図星だったり。
Shinku eyes me with contempt.
女の子は胸のサイズが全てじゃないんじゃなかったのか？どうしたの？そんな悶絶するほどこの水着似合ってる？
She strikes another bizarre pose for me. You do look good in it.
痩せするタイプなんだよね、私。
Oh, really?
今もなぜだか成長止まんないし。
I notice Mio standing behind Susan, patting her more modestly sized breast dejectedly. It had a clear look of dissatisfaction on her face. Det kommer vara världens liksom degenerate episod här. Vi är bara 8 minuter in. Aj, aj. You look good, Mio. Is that the one you bought the other day when we went shopping?
そう。
She nods, but still frowning.
ありがとう。
After that curt reply, she looks the other way. I really wish I knew how to better compliment girls. Huh? I feel something prodding up my back.
全裸。
Are you kidding? I hurriedly cover my eyes. She's naked. Zoinks. What the hell? Are you seriously naked under there? Oh, this isn't some joke. Are you out of your mind?
違うの。嘘だよ。よく見てよ。肌色の水着なの。
You're not naked? I slowly open my eyes. Skin colored. Oh, as pale as snow. She's clad in a white school swimsuit. Her pale skin somewhat blends in with the fabric color. Ofta när man kollar på anime så här, inte så mycket nu för tiden, men förr i tiden så var det väldigt mycket så Nu är det liksom bara degenerate rakt igenom istället. Men förr i tiden så var det väldigt många anime som, då var det standard att liksom så här ett avsnitt, för oftast runt avsnitt 7, 8, 9 där, så finns det en beach episode, och då var det liksom bara full out fanservice liksom. Och det var oftast de sämsta avsnitten, för att det är så här, jag är inte intresserad av det här. Her pale skin somewhat blends in with the fabric's color, so I mistakenly thought she was actually naked at first. I suppose she's right. It is a skin-colored swimsuit. You popped up out of nowhere and announced that you were naked, so I popped up a boner. I seriously panicked for a moment there. That being said though, aren't school swimsuits one of the least revealing types out there? Well, I suppose it is for someone like her who never gets much exposure to sunlight.
期待した
She smiles at me.
禁断の兄弟愛に目覚めちゃったりもする
Vänta, vad sa hon? Sinful appeal of incest. No. I heave a sigh. We're not even related, Kyo.
うわー皆さんすごいです綺麗な水着を完璧
You look good too, Tsukasa.
でも私みたいな幼児体験がこんな可愛い水着を着ても
What the fuck?
貧相なことこの
Maybe so, but I think that look suits you.
マニアックだなゆうくんは
Ja, nu vill jag inte köra Tsukasa throughout längre.
それは自分の思考を認めたということ
How did she come to that conclusion? Honestly, it's been false accusation after false accusation from her today.
私はどうでしょうか
Kind of fidget around bashfully.
似合っていますでしょうか
Jävlar, vad har hänt med hennes hår? Har det alltid varit så här långt? Jag har precis spelat lite Mother. Då kan man möta Pippi Långstrump. Det är typ så här hon såg ut. I give a small nod. You look good. Her eyes twitch in disbelief.
それだけですか
Not particularly, no.
なんだか私だけ感想が適当です
I was being sincere, I promise. She has her hair done up in twin braids, just like she has it during school. This is a bit of a belated comment, but I actually really like this hairstyle on her. The combination of it with the swimsuit is quite nice also.
はい何でしょうか今さらとは
Never mind. I turn my face away, just talking to myself.
何ですか何が言いたかったんですかすっごく気になりますよ
Just forget I said anything. Wipe it clean from your memory.
わかりましたゆまさんの言いたいことここから
Kanna runs around an area of the beach, forming a circle, before returning to her starting point and closing it.
ここらあたりが寝室ですか
Where's Ayame? Ignoring Kana, who wandered off into her own little dimension, jag searchade så det skulle vara kul att bara spela med henne. Jag vet inte, förmodligen kommer man inte göra det på hennes rad, för då kommer det vara mer seriöst, men...
ああ子供部屋を忘れていました私としたことがうっかりですでもそれは子供を何人作る予定かで変わってきますよ
Kasta en hand
ね
med sand upp i luften och sen räkna sandkornen. Is he not done changing?
私たちとは更衣室が別だから
Obviously.
ちょっとよく
Right. You'd have to...
大丈夫ですよ心配しなくても私たちちゃんと子宝に恵まれますから
I sure hope nothing happened to him.
お願いします
She begins to cling tightly into my back.
確かに歩夢さんのことは心配ですけどでも無視
Look, if you want me to talk to you, don't talk about something that makes me want to ignore you.
それにしても時間がかかってるみたいだね
You think he did?
もしかしたらねだって着替えくらいでこんな時間がかかるっていうのもさ
Piña colada. That suggestion causes fear to bubble up inside me. I scour the area, but can't find anybody besides us. However, there could have been some person with bad intentions loitering around the changing rooms. Maybe I ought to go check on him and make sure he's okay. Right as the thought comes to mind, however...
お待たせ
I am back. I hear his voice from behind me. Ah. I turn around. I am K. Va? There you are. We were starting to get... I begin to speak, but abruptly stop mid-sentence. I am Kai. After he comes into full view, I find myself at a loss for words. Wow.
新しい T シャツのビニールがなかなか開かなくて。
Oh, gotcha. I can't help but stare. His t-shirt is a bit on the large side. It extends down to his knees. The skin from his bare legs peeking out below the shirt is a porcelain white. This is starting to make me feel funny.
Nani?
No, nothing. You said you were wearing the shirt to keep yourself from getting sunburned, right?
So.
Yeah. The sight of him now makes me think one thing. He almost looks like a girl. Though I'd never in 100 years dare to admit that to him.
もしかして。
Huh? Almost as though my gaze is inspiring discomfort in him. He starts to frown anxiously.
どこか変かな?
What? Oh, no, not at all. You look fine. Great, even. I promise. Yeah. Not that I can really comment, seeing as his swim trunks are hidden beneath his large t-shirt. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I should be complimenting a guy on something like this in the first place.
よかった。
However, he smiles in relief regardless.
ユーナがそう言うなら安心だ。と思う。
You're welcome. I end up smiling back at him. I'm glad you feel better now.
バカみたい。
What?
見損ないましたユーマさん。男同士だなんて。お兄さん、そういうのは私。
I fall subject to an unrelenting barrage of criticism. Hold on. I think you're all heavily misreading the situation here. Kyo is panting rather heavily, and I won't ask why. As they say, ignorance is bliss. Now that everyone is back in their swimwear, and my impressions have been given, we sit down to eat meals lunches. That's about enough food for me. I think I'll go for a swim. I peek out from under the parasol. Silhouettes line the beachside, spread about. They've all gone out there ahead of me, and seem to enjoy the beach in their own different ways. Jag gillar ändå att det här liksom... det är inte direkt så här ett giv... Alltså... Vi får ett val, men vi får ingen fråga liksom. Vi får svara på en fråga som aldrig ställdes. Men okej, Tsukasa. Tsukasa, what are you doing? I find her sitting at the water's edge, holding her knees. What are you sitting here all by yourself for? Aren't you gonna swim?
お兄さん。
She stares off into the horizon.
私はまたしてもやらかしてしまいました。
What did you do this time?
実はキャップを忘れてきてしまいまして。
A swimming cap.
体育の授業で教わりました。あれを忘れた人は泳がせてもらえないんです。
She frowns woefully.
皆さんが楽しんでいるのをプールサイドで指を加えて見学していなくてはいけないのです。
Right. That must be the reason why she's sitting here watching everyone. Ja, det var precis det hon sa, men okej. The thing is though, Tsukasa.
はい。なんでしょうか、お兄さん。
You don't have to follow those rules at the beach.
新発見です。
She stares at me in amazement. Well, now you do, so go ahead and play to your heart's content. I thought this would be joyful news to her, but for some reason her eyes start to water. Tsukasa?
海にはサメがいるかもしれません。
Huh?
この海にはそれは恐ろしい人を食べちゃうタイプの大きなサメさんが。
She relays in somewhat of a monotone.
私のようなどんくさい子はきっと格好の餌食となることを受け。
Tsukasa?
はい、何でしょうか。
Do you not know how to swim?
ごめんなさ
She immediately drops to the ground and kowtows.
い。お兄さんに隠し事をしようだなんて、私がおバカでした。
As she pleads for forgiveness, she grinds her forehead into the sand.
滑腹ですか？
No, you really don't have to punish yourself for that. I am
い
God.
けない私を許してくれるなんて。
As usual, she overreacts to everything. Though I'm glad she's at least left out any mention of boobies this time. You can't swim, huh? I suppose we all have things we can and can't do. If she can't swim, though, then where did all of that excitement from earlier come from? I think to myself, there are many questions on my mind at the moment. Hey, Tsukasa.
はい。何です？
The body trembles, head still buried in the sand. Would you like to learn how to swim?
それはもう。
Alright.
マグロさんやサメさんのように泳ぐのをやめた途端に天に召されてしまう程度には水泳に魅了されたいもの。
Okay. Well, in that case, why don't I help you practice them? She looks up from her prostrated position.
練習ですか？
Yeah, you'll be able to have a lot more fun here if you can swim. Though we won't be mimicking the way fish swim, needless to say.
お兄さんと泳ぎの練習。
If you don't want to, though, that's perfectly fine.
はい。いえいえ、私頑張ります。お兄さん、ちゃんと手をつないでいてくださいね。
Yeah, don't worry, I will. I got you. Ja. Jag antar att jag kan ha det här som tumnagel också. Down at the beach, everyone gets... Oj. I got you.
お兄さん、信じています。
Thanks. I try letting go.
ひどすぎる少女。
She quickly sinks, bubbles gurgling where her head once was. Tsukasa? I hurriedly grab her hands and pull her back up.
鼻に水が入ってしまいました。
Sorry, I didn't think you'd sink in shallow water. I've heard that humans instinctively know how to stay afloat, so I figured a water level like this wouldn't be a problem for her. She coughs and splutters. You really don't know how to swim at all, huh? Ah.
はい。苦手というよりはむしろ私の体は生来泳げるようには
Alltså hon kommer ju från en annan värld där vi
設計
fått
されていないのです。
bekräftat, så... You think so?
はい。人は放っておいても水に浮くという話をよく聞きますけど、
Yeah, I've heard that too.
私はどうしてだか沈んでしまうのです。
I remember hearing somewhere though that people with a low percentage of body fat are the exception to this rule. I guess you're just so thin that you don't float. Really? One of these days I need to take you out somewhere nice to eat. Her eyes flutter as she stares at me in utter confusion. I can't help but feel a prick in my chest.
だけど私もうこの先1週間は塩分摂取しなくても大丈夫そうです。
I'm really sorry. I definitely won't let go again.
練習まだ続けますですか？
We can stop if you want. What's the call?
続けます。
She takes firm hold of my hands.
私お兄さんと一緒に泳げるようになりたいです。
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I nod, flashing her a tiny smile. I'm sure you'll get there soon. How about we work on getting you able to properly kick your legs for today's goals?
ものすごく高い目標値なのです。
Don't worry about it. It's fine if you don't meet it. Nobody's here judging you for it, and besides,
それに
I'll be with you, holding your hands until you're able to swim.
本当ですか？
Yeah, I nod.
了解です。
She nods in response.
私信じています。お兄さんのこと。
I let go.
ひどすぎる裏切り。
Huh. She flails around in the water, eventually grabbing onto my swimming trunks. Hey, don't grab those! And slip.
ひどいです。お兄さん。もう離さないって言ってくださったのに。
Stooping down, I begin to look around frantically.
お兄さん。
I seem to have lost my swim trunks.
誰も喜ばないアクシデントをありがとう。
I guess this is karma. I wasn't trying to tease her out of malicious intent. I was only letting go like people do when helping someone learn to ride a bike, but I guess I've been punished for it. I finally spot my lost trunks, retrieve them, and put them back on.
練習続けるのです。
Huh?
今のでなんだかコツのようなものを掴んだ気がするのです。
Alright. I promise I won't let go this time. The fear is clearly visible in her eyes. I swear I won't mess around anymore. Even if only in jest, I'm not too fond of it, and somewhat afraid of the idea of losing Tsukasa's trust. For the course of our practice, Tsukasa began to slowly but surely get the hang of things. Not only has she learned to flutter kick properly, she's even mastered the breaststroke to boot. Tsukasa always had a latent potential inside of her. Her only problem was her lack of knowledge and understanding. However, good job, Tsukasa. Now you'll be able to experience the ocean to the fullest next time we come to the beach. Still though, do you know how to breathe properly underwater? She sings and gurgles, bubbles rising from her mouth. As it stands, Tsukasa still has a ways to go before she's a proficient swimmer. Who should I go talk to next? I want to make a bit of time to spend with everyone, if at all possible. Okej, vi går till Ayumu. Jag inser att jag inte sparar över de här valen nu, men okej. Huh? As I'm strolling along the beach, I come across a large group of people clamoring over something. I guess we weren't the only ones here after all. I wonder if they arrived after us. Well, I guess it wouldn't be too unexpected. I decided to lead them to the business until I happened to spot something. Wait, is that who I think it is? I recognize a certain face standing in the middle of the crowd. Ayumu?
誰と話してるんだ？知り合いかな？クラスメイトとか？
I don't know. As I move closer, it becomes crystal clear.
どこかに遊びに行こうって。
Ayumu cocks his head to the side in confusion as he repeats the question back to the person.
お茶を飲みに行く？
So that's what's going on. I've now gained a full picture of the situation.
かわいそうに。相手が男の子だとは思わずにナンパしちゃったんだな。さっきから何度も言ってるけど。
He shakes his head from side to side.
僕は男なんだ。
The three men look at each other in unison. The first one speaks. Come on now, you look exactly like a girl. Before smiling awkwardly. The second one then speaks. There's no way in hell a boy would look as cute as you. Before chuckling heartily. Finally the third one speaks. So what if he's a boy, fine by me? Before grinning seductively. Boy. I really don't like the direction this is heading in.
どうするんだ？
Due to my line of work, I'm somewhat used to dealing with situations of this kind. That being said, I don't want to do anything rash. Personally, as the thought of rushing over there to save him fills me with embarrassment. So, I'll do this. Joe, I'm back! I decided to feign ignorance and interject myself into the conversation. Huh? Who are these guys talking to you?
Yuma.
Well, whatever, I was looking for you, pal. Did you find the bathroom alright? Saying that, I tried to casually lead him away. The trio blocks our path, with menacing looks on their face that read, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" I merely smile at them and say, "This is my girlfriend!"
彼女。
For some reason, Aime blushes. So, if you'll please excuse us. There are numerous things I want to say, but for now, the number one priority is getting out of here. Come on, Aime! How many times have I told you to ignore and walk away? How many times have I told you to ignore and walk away when strangers start talking to you?
ごめんなさい。
Alright, I'll have to punish you for being a bad girl when we get back up. What the fuck? I continue this odd charade as we keep walking. I figured this would be enough to ward them off. However, I then hear the three guys behind us shouting things such as, "Quit messing around!" and "We're not gonna fall for that crap." I guess this trick is pretty dated. In that case, I take Aime by the hand.
Yuma.
Let's make a run for it. What the fuck? And break into a sprint. Their voices trail after us as we run, telling us to stop and get back there. This is probably good enough. We ran quite far, and when I look back, I see that the trio of guys aren't following us anymore.
ありがとう、ユーマ。
What just happened? Huh?
あの人たち、何度言っても分かってくれなくて、困ってたんだ。
Good thing I just happened to be passing by then, I guess. He managed to keep pace with me the entire time, never even breaking a sweat. Maybe he's in better shape than he looks.
どうして
Huh?
どうして僕はこんなに女の子に間違われるんだろう。
His facial expression conveys his complete and utter
どこ
confusion.
からどう見ても男なのに。
Well, I'm not sure about that. It takes everything I have to suppress the urge to say that. If you ever find yourself in a predicament like that again, don't hesitate to shout.
叫ぶ
Maybe something like, "Somebody help!" He looks less than impressed. Aime?
そんなの
Yeah?
そんなの男らしくないと思う。
You don't think so?
だから叫ぶのは我慢したんだ。
Well done.
だから
What he says next is likely an unconscious action on his part.
僕は男らしいかな。
He looks up at me through his eyelashes. I think I'm gonna have a nosebleed.
ユーマ
He's a guy. Den påminner mycket om Steins Gate. He is a guy. You're a guy.
そうだよ。僕は男だ。
He spontaneously breaks into a
ユー
smile.
マはやっぱり僕の味方なんだ。
I'm sorry. I might actually be your greatest foe, Aime. Who should I go talk to next? I want to make a bit of a time to spend with everyone, if at all possible. Och vi måste välja Kana. Okej. Men jag tror att vi tar och rundar av här oavsett, för nu är det ganska... Jag tror ju liksom att det här strandbesöket kommer att hålla på ganska länge, så att... Vi tar och rundar av här. Ja, jag får tacka så mycket för att ni har kollat, så hörs vi igen i nästa avsnitt. Fram tills dess får ni det bra. Imorgon, det vill säga. Tack så mycket för att ni har kollat. Hej då!